So we've gone quite Irish over the last few days, and it's not stopping yet. Here is the rules of hurling. If you learned something new, guys, hit the like button and the subscribe button. Let's go. So just like Gaelic football, no idea. I know there's a big wooden stick, and that is literally it. So let's go.
Ninh explains the rules of hurling. Hurling is an Irish sport, played with two teams of 15 players each. The game is played on a field that's generally a maximum of 145 metres by 85 metres.
Same as Gaelic football, right? They played on the same pitches?
These are the goals, which are 6.5 metres wide, and the crossbar, which is 2.5 metres above the ground.
Same goals as Gaelic football?
Unlike in football, the posts extend above the crossbar, just like in rugby. The exact same goals and field dimensions are used in Gaelic football. The object of the game is for your team to score more overall points than the opposing team. To score, a player must use his stick, known as a hurley, to hit a ball, known as a sliotar, into the goal. If they successfully hit the sliotar under the crossbar and into the net, this is a goal and is worth 3 points. If a player hits the sliotar over the crossbar but between the posts, this is a point and this scores 1 point.
Straight away, it looks like Gaelic. It basically looks identical to Gaelic football. However, instead of using your foot, you're using your hurley. Yeah, your hurley, which is your stick. Yeah, so basically replace the foot with the stick. You got hurling.
The game is played in two 30-minute halves for a combined playing time of 60 minutes. High score at the end of time wins.
So slightly different
Any
timing.
game that results in a draw must be replayed. Surely it can't be that simple. Well, it's not. There's a lot of things you can and can't do to move the ball up the field in hurling. You can move the ball by hitting the ball with the hurley out of your hands, hitting the ball with the hurley along the ground, kicking it along the ground, kicking or lifting up the ball with your hurley and then striking it. A player can also run with the ball if he bounces or bounces it on his hurley. A player can catch the ball with his hands in the air. And a player can hand pass to a teammate where you slap the ball with an open palm. However, a player cannot touch the ball on the ground with his hands. A player cannot throw the ball or throw their hurley. A player cannot take more than 4 steps with the ball in hand. And a player cannot play the ball from his hand to his hurley more than twice.
So it seems slightly more ways to pass the ball in hurling. So that's another difference, I suppose. You can kick, you can roll, you can hit it with the hurley, you can do like a hand pass slap.
Therefore, he's only able to handle a ball twice in one possession. There are 15 members of the opposing team who are trying to take the ball away from you so that they can score themselves. They are allowed to make shoulder-to-shoulder contact so long as the opponent has possession of the ball, or, if no one has the ball, be shoulder-to-shoulder to the opponent nearest the ball. They are also allowed to use their hurley to block shots or prevent you from shooting. Games are generally high-scoring and fast-paced, but there's a few other things you'll need to understand before playing or going to a game.
It looks like it can be brutal. They are swinging those sticks, those hurleys, back some way and forward some way. I'm almost 100% positive there's a reason why they wear those helmets. if that makes my thoughts clear.
For example, puck. A puck is a restart in play, usually after a foul or if the ball goes out of bounds.
So like
if the ball goes out of bounds, a puck is awarded at the nearest line. If the ball is hit out of the end line by an attacker, the defending team gets a puck out at the 65-metre line. If a foul occurs, a free puck is awarded either at the spot of the foul, where the ball lands after a foul, or at the 20-metre line for fouls inside the 20-metre area.
So another question that I've got, if you can answer it, what are the balls? What is the ball like? I can't remember what they called it now. I'm going to call it a ball because I can't remember what they said. What is the ball like? Is it like a baseball, which is kind of hard? It is hard, but it's not quite as soft. It's not quite as hard as a cricket ball. It's obviously harder than a tennis ball, I would assume, because it is flying. What's it like? I have literally no idea. I can't really tell.
Foul. If a player commits any of these infractions:
push, kick, trip, hold, strike or jump at an opponent, obstruct a player with hands or arms holding or not, reach from behind a player who has the ball, charge a player from behind, charge or interfere with an opponent who has or is moving to play the ball, deliberately touching the player with the hurley, reach for the ball with the hurley over another player, so you can't reach over the top, and throw the hurley.
A foul is assessed and the other team is awarded possession of the ball by way of a free puck. Just like in football, a player can also be cautioned or sent off the pitch for serious offences. Penalty puck. If a foul was committed on a player with a legitimate chance to score, a penalty puck, similar to a penalty kick in soccer, will be given to the attacking team. The ball is placed on the ground at the 20-metre line and all other players must be 20 metres away. There is one goalkeeper.
Now that ball looks quite hard. It's quite small, but I'd bet that is literally flicked at some serious velocity. I'm not sure I would want to be a goalkeeper in this situation. I'm not sure there's a lot they can do.
And two defenders defending the goal. The player is allowed to lift the ball off the ground and shoot the ball once.
Imagine that going straight into your leg there. That would be
any goals scored count towards the overall score. Substitution. A team is allowed to substitute up to 5 players per game. Very similar to football, the players must wait in the substitution area and players must enter or exit at the designated area only and only in a stoppage of play. To the uninitiated, hurling seems like a strange sport to understand, but once you understand the rules, it becomes a great sport to watch. If you have found this video at all helpful,
it's almost like hockey. Not ice hockey. I'm not thinking of ice hockey, but I'm thinking of hockey on AstroTurf or grass or whatever. It's almost like that, but the ball's allowed to go in the air, and obviously everything same pitch, same goal, very similar points, slightly different timing, but obviously a variation of Gaelic football. And I see the referee has GAA, so I assume it's all linked. I'm going to assume it's played in the same location, so places like Croke Park, which, as I've been told, is about 80,000 seats, which is insane. And I assume it's amateur as well, which is also insane to get that many people. You see the amount of people that are in this. Who's playing? Tipperary versus Kilkenny? Don't know. Well, I hope you enjoyed. I'm going to do another video, and I want to find some big hits. I don't normally do big hits, but I want to see some hurleys in people's faces. That sounds really brutal of me, and I apologise. I'm not like that normally. But watching this video has made me intrigued and want to see it. So stick around, and I'll catch you next time. Oh, and hit that subscribe button.